Yo, me head out. Got 5 seconds to like this video. If you don't, then you gonna wake up looking like this nigga for the rest of your life.
Hello, motherfucker.
What up with the YouTube show? Daddy! We about another reaction video. Today, we got part 2 for y'all boys. Man, y'all smashed that like button on the last video, man. We got like 25 likes on that thing in like 2 days, yeah? So this part 2 to the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird rivalry documentary, man. Hey, y'all spam the like button on this video too so we can drop part 3 for y'all. Part 3, let me see, Part 3 would be the final part to this video, gang. I did 30 minutes first part, 30 minutes second part, 30 minutes third part. I went 30 minutes, man. So y'all boys hit that like button, man. Go up to 1.7k subs, man. Y'all see the sub. Hey, keep smashing that sub button, man. 1.7 on the way, man. Turn on them notifications, man. Follow me on Twitch. Link in the description down below, man. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
I don't want to ever say that sex wasn't involved, because if you meet somebody, that's what you wanted to do. You did that.
But this part, a little bit of this part already.
It's really a great experience to go up there. So
talking about that Playboy.
I had fun there.
He came to LA like the Pied Piper. People were giving him this and giving him that, but he stayed pretty grounded to the game.
Everybody was getting high then, but you can't even smoke a joint around Magic.
He had real
high there. What type of high he talking about? Everybody was getting high there. Hey,
you can't even smoke a joint around Magic.
He had real old school, down in the trenches work ethic, and that was honed in him by his dad, Irvin Johnson Sr.
Magic was always this guy. He never did none of that, so I did everything for him.
Huh?
Magic Johnson.
What do you mean by that? He did everything for him, gang. He was back there hitting them tweeds and stealing that crack, that cocaine, shit. Shooting that heroin, shit. No way, shit. Ain't no way you was back there shooting, snorting, smoking, popping, licking, sucking, gang. What was you all doing for him back then? You said you doing everything for him. Come on, gang. Shine, ain't no way you going on like that, Shine. Dang, Shine. It's crazy.
He never did none of that, so I did everything for him.
Woo!
Magic Johnson was living on a natural high. He was starring in the role of a lifetime, point guard of a Hollywood team with an offense called Showtime. He even had the alter ego perfect for the production.
I mean, Magic was his stage name. Even he would laugh about it.
Well, he always says there's two people. There's Irvin Johnson from East Lansing, and there's Magic Johnson from Hollywood.
Irvin Johnson is another guy. Here's Magic over here, and here's Irvin over here.
Irvin is this fun-loving guy.
Magic Johnson starting down the slide.
Magic was so serious and dedicated to his game, and he was a crazy competitor and a crazy man.
Irvin, I think, is the smiling kid from Lansing. I think Irvin died about 25 minutes after the NCAA championship game.
Irvin doesn't have the ego that Magic has. Magic got a crazy ego, and winning is everything.
And Irvin wanted to, along with Magic, conquer LA.
After having led the Lakers to 2 NBA titles in their first 4 years in town, Magic and Irvin were well on their way.
I think Magic wanted to be friends with Larry Bird. He wanted to be friends with him on the World Invitational Tournament, and Larry just wasn't very receptive. I think he wanted to be friends with him during the Final Four. Larry wouldn't even go over and shake his hand. So now Magic's saying, well, what's with this guy? Everybody loves me. How come you don't love me? And then they get to their rookie year, the first time they play each other, they have a very hard foul. And they have to be separated a little bit. And Magic's like, all right, well, the heck with this guy. You don't like me? Fine. All right, good. I don't like you either.
He's a very...
I'm talking about Magic, yeah. Give that same energy he giving you, gang. Go ahead and send it back right to him, gang. Yeah, get back on it. Come on.
You don't like me? Fine. All right, good. I don't
I'm tripping. Chad, part 1, he lost to him in the finals game. They double teamed Bird and that boy Magic.
The year earlier that same day.
The PR person from the Lakers says, hey, Irvin, the Rookie of the Year voting has come out. And Magic says, okay, well, who won? He said, well, Larry Bird won. And Magic said,
Chat? Larry Bird won Rookie of the Year over Magic, son? Dang, I ain't know that, bro.
Rookie of the Year voting has come out. And Magic says, okay, well, who won? He said, well, Larry Bird won. And Magic says, well, was it close? And he said, oh, no. He went out that day.
Magic Johnson only had 3 votes.
And he said, oh, no.
63 votes for Bird. 3 votes for Magic Johnson. Oh, no. Oh, no. The rig. Everything was in the pudding game. They rigged this, son. Ain't no way Magic had 3 votes. And Larry Bird had 63? Nah, gang, that's crazy.
He went out that day, yes, to try to win the NBA championship, but also to prove it to one Larry Bird. You know what? I should have been Rookie of the Year.
Even though I won the championship, I still wanted to win Rookie of the Year too.
Exactly.
He won that championship. I was pissed. I want him one.
But even after he had won one the next year, his obsession only grew deeper.
I'd get up in the mornings and see what he did because their games came on late. Then you look at the box score. I had to have him there for some reason. It's like a crutch. Somebody I can compare myself to.
Okay.
I hated what was being said that Larry was better than me and I'm just a guy who can control the game. My first 4 or 5 years, that bothered me a lot. I didn't tell nobody it bothered me, but it did.
It's crazy.
Their competitive dislike emerged from a greater truth, that on the court, they were doppelgangers. Team-oriented stars who cared about winning above all else. Basketball savants who fused the substance of the 60s with the style of the 70s to create a new and exciting yet selfless way to play the game in the 1980s.
They do got a little familiarity to their game, bro. They play it like a little bit as far as passing, having a vision. You feel me? They do got that.
But I'm gonna pass in a way to make you look like a jackass.
Bounce, man.
They were so similar in the way they competed. I mean, they were 2 halves of the same brain.
Same craziness to excel.
I seen that first couple days I was with him.
Basketball IQ off the chart.
Seen the game a little different, most players.
Playing the game the right way was everything.
A lot of guys can just score. A lot of guys can just rebound. A lot of guys can just make plays. We can do it all.
Larry and Magic could control the game with 12 shots. It was amazing. They'd be 7 for 12. They'd have 20 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists. And you go, man, the guy shot the ball 12 times and was the best player on the court by far.
But I think it was tough at first. I don't think either one of them wanted to recognize that they had any equal anywhere in what they did. But they sure as hell didn't want to recognize that their equal happened to be that other guy.
That's why we hated each other too, because we knew we were mirrors of each other.
I think for a while the two of them had to come to grips.
Okay, well at least Magic can own up to it and admit that they had a little something going on, like they was both competition for each other, bro.
With that,
they had begun changing the game, but with continued low television ratings and tape-delayed finals, the league was struggling to get the word out. When the NBA and CBS signed a new TV deal before the 82-83 season, the rescue plan was simple. Sell more Bird and Magic, and sell them not just as ball players, but as arch-rival characters in their own dramatic saga.
You got this slick Showtime African-American guy out west, and you got the lunch bucket, floppy-haired white guy with the bruises all over his body. It's central casting. It's perfect.
I mean, this was like made in heaven. In 1979, this idea of Magic and Bird was created. And so that was sort of a no-brainer. We'd have a doubleheader. It would be the Celtics playing first and the Lakers playing second, and that's the way we did it.
And when the Celtics and Lakers both reached the finals just a year into the new TV deal in 1984, it appeared the superstar investment was about to pay off.
Okay.
It was huge. It was probably the biggest moment the NBA had up to that point. You had Boston and LA, East against West. It had all the elements of a classic showdown.
Including what was becoming the most inescapable element of
Okay, Chad. I'm curious. I'm curious to see who won the first matchup, Larry or Magic in the finals. I know Magic won the ring first. But when they went against each other, who won that battle in the finals?
Did we know that
Kareem.
blacks and whites were lining up? The whites with the Celtics, the blacks with... Of course we knew that.
even in the Celtics' own backyard.
They land at Logan Airport at the '84 finals. He's getting accosted by various people who are telling him Larry's going to take him down. But this one older African-American gentleman comes up to me and goes, "Magic, I want to wish you well. Good luck. I want you to crush the Celtics." And he said, "Oh, well, where are you from?" He said, "Well, I'm from Boston." And he said, "You're from Boston and you're rooting for the Lakers? I thought everybody here was crazy about the Celtics." And he looked right at me and said, "Now, why would I root for those white boys?"
What?
Boston, after all.
What did you say? Who go home? Chat, let me know. Hold on. Let me know if I heard that right. I think he said the hard R.
Boston, after all, was a town still scarred by the ugly busing crisis of the mid-'70s.
Alright.
A violent period of urban unrest
I heard Boston was the most racist city too.
during which white had been pitted against black.
The NBA.
The resulting taint on the city nationally, coupled with a Boston roster littered with white players, affirmed to many black Americans that the Celtics were not the team for them.
Even today, people said, "You played with the Celtics, and I hated you at that time. I wanted Magic to win. I didn't want that damn Larry Bird to win. We had all these black players, but they looked at us because we had Larry Bird leading us as a team that was white."
They were perfect archetypes for what was becoming the biggest story in sports. But for the real-life players, the narrative was much simpler.
It's finally going to happen. We get to go head-to-head again. It's just a matter of rolling that ball out there and let's get it on.
Welcome then to the Boston Garden and the start of the NBA World Championship Series. I'm Brent Musburger. In each of the last 4 NBA World Championship Series, either Magic or Bird has competed. But this is the first time that the two have gone head-to-head for the title.
Let's go.
Man, we jumped out on them that first game.
Hey,
we won in Boston.
Ooh, they won game 1? Oh yeah,
and
baby.
with less than a minute to go in Game 2,
Let's go.
The Lakers were closing in on a commanding series lead.
I see. Ooh, they got it. Come on, Magic.
Point up.
Come on, Magic.
Things began to crumble.
Down to 9 seconds. Magic holds the ball. Magic trying to work on Maxwell. Magic has still got it down to 2 seconds. 1 second. He's going to have to shoot it. He doesn't get it off. He doesn't get it off.
What were you doing, Magic?
Cheesy Johnson dribbling the timeout. What are you doing?
The Lakers regained their stride in Game 3.
Okay.
Only to be rudely knocked off it again in Game 4.
Bro, come on. Hey, man. Eject him out the game, bro. You just tackled that man in mid-ear.
To be rudely knocked off it again in Game 4.
Clothesline that boy.
And now let's watch it. Cooper and the Celtics, and now the bench is empty.
When Kurt Rambis got taken out, we started fighting instead of playing.
Kareem swings the elbow and now is yelling at Larry Bird. Jaw to jaw.
And it made us realize we were not mentally tougher than the Celtics.
Magic's just not himself.
To be sure they won't let the time run out as they did in Game 2. Harris steals the ball.
Magic.
Celtics call a timeout.
What are you doing, bro?
Places where, Irvin didn't do what people expected him to do.
Tied at 123.
Oh,
he misses the first.
Magic missing it. Bro, this is... Why don't I hear enough people talking about this, bro? I ain't know Magic did this in the finals against Bird. He choking multiple games in a row, missing free throws, turning the ball over in the last seconds, dribbling the clock out. What are you doing, bro?
He misses the first. Johnson misses the both. Celtics want a timeout.
Oh,
Magic
Lord.
Johnson goes to the bench.
Yeah, he gotta go to the
Bird
bench.
turnaround hits.
He gotta go to the bench. Got to.
Game 5 went to the Celtics. Game 6 to the Lakers. It was like 1979 all over again.
What's gonna happen, bro?
Down to one game for Bird and Magic.
If everybody had to look at it, probably would have said this is going to be a 7-game series.
No, I thought we'd sweep him in 4, but this went a little bit longer. Now we just have to do it in 7.
That's the only time I ever felt that. There ain't no way they're walking out here with a win.
Magic Johnson.
Okay.
No way.
Okay.
Lakers have several chances, and here's Larry Bird chucking down the court.
Yeah, right.
Bird
going crazy on Magic.
Now Johnson with the ball. The Lakers trying to cut it to 1. And he loses it.
Game over. Game over.
The Boston Celtics are the NBA World Champions.
Well, looked like Magic choked. Larry Bird won, and now Larry up. No, it's even now because he won in the Natty. Magic won in the Natty National Championship in college, and then Bird won the finals. So 1-1.
I pride myself in being the guy who's going to win it for us and deliver under pressure. And it didn't happen.
Chat. One second.
I hope he was hurt.
All right, bitch, we back.
Hurt and hope he killed him.
I had to do
He made some bad plays down the stretch, and nobody in there was happier than me. You know, not only winning the game makes you feel good, but just knowing the other guy's suffering, and you know he was.
I remember after the game that both he and I were in the shower
Michael
crying
Cooper.
and stayed in there for about 35, 40 minutes. It was hard because not only had we lost to the Boston Celtics, he had lost to his nemesis, Larry Bird.
I think he just made me dislike him more, you know, because he was that good. And I think you be jealous. You jealous a little bit.
Larry, does this get you even with Magic for what happened between Michigan State and Indiana State all those many years ago?
Yeah, we're professionals now, but I won this one for Terre Haute.
Well, it was a big deal. I remember asking Quinn Buckner about it afterwards. They had a celebration in downtown Boston after they won the championship. And, you know, it was unusual for Larry to have these little outbursts, as Quinn would call them. But, you know, about 11:30 at night, finally he turned to Quinn. He goes, I got him. I finally got him. And he was talking about Magic.
The league was rejoicing too. Game 7 of the '84 series was one of CBS's highest-rated telecasts of the year, and the highest-rated game the NBA had ever produced.
All of a sudden, whether it was at CBS or Madison Avenue, the sports writers around the country became a phenomenon. What is happening here? The absolute foundation in this resurgence was the Celtics and the Lakers, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
But Magic was in no mood to bask in the accomplishment.
Right. Took a media beating. Tragic Magic. This is why we say Larry Bird is better.
Oh, that's why they was calling him Tragic Magic. I was wondering why they call him Tragic Magic. Not why they was calling him Tragic Magic, gang. But now I know, gang, cause you laid a goose egg, gang, in the finals. 3 games in a row. Selling your team. Come on, Magic.
It's probably the first time ever in my life I was depressed. And I didn't want people to see me. It was something I never dealt with in my life.
That particular series, that championship series, redefined his whole career because he never stopped working after that.
Magic was on a mission to prove to himself and the world that with the ball in his hands, he was still the one in control. And after his Lakers ran through the '85 season, he quickly got what he wanted. Another shot at Bird and the Celtics.
Okay. Okay, chat. Okay. For all my ones in the chat that's around my age that don't know who won the second finals meetup against Bird and Magic, go ahead and comment down below who y'all think won this second matchup in the finals, Bird or Magic. I got Magic. I'm gonna keep it 100. No, don't got nothing to do with my skin color, bro. All I'm gonna say is I got Magic in this one. I think Magic gonna get his revenge.
One the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
Come on.
But that smile belied the intensity of the clash that awaited.
If I had a glass of water and any of those guys had been on fire, I would have drank the water and watched them.
They called us, chokers and sissies. We didn't like that.
I gotta show these boys.
They thought less of us. I knew they did.
In '85, we played them 4 times in exhibition season for some reason. I don't know why they scheduled that. By the 4th game, there was an all-out brawl.
They call this one of the greatest rivalries in all of sport, the Celtics and the Lakers. And if that is true, it is the most one-sided rivalry in all of sports. 8 times these two have met for the NBA championship, and 8 times the Celtics have won.
At guard, in his 6th year from Michigan State, at number 32, Magic Johnson.
But in the '85 finals, Magic changed the script.
Hey, okay
Over
then,
6
Magic.
grueling games, he masterfully controlled the pace with all-around brilliance.
Good job.
He has a triple-double again.
Behind their point guard, the Lakers finally knocked out the Celtics, winning the clinching game in the Boston Garden.
3 in 6 years, LA comes to Boston and wins the world title.
Let's go. Told y'all I had Magic and I was correct. Let's go, Magic. You got your get back. Now you up 2-1, gang. Keep it going.
Redemption for one Magic Johnson. It's a long year last year to wait for this moment right now.
Magic had evened the score with Bird on the NBA floor, but the significance of their rivalry and their relationship was still just taking hold.
Okay.
You crazy. I said, you're crazy. I'm not shooting no commercial with Larry. So I said, okay, what, we're gonna shoot it in LA?
I would never went to LA to film it.
Well, where are we gonna shoot it?
You want to shoot a commercial? Come to my house.
I was like, oh no. One stoplight. And I thought Lansing was small. I think the plan was I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm trying to get up out of here. My plan was that.
Even after Converse had convinced Magic and Bird to film a sneaker ad together in the summer of '85, a question remained. How would the two hated rivals on the court get along off of it?
I don't know how he's gonna react. I don't know how I'm gonna react. We didn't even shake hands, so how are we gonna do a commercial together?
The ad was to be filmed at the home Bird had built for his mom. It featured a full-length basketball court, the day's first location.
So they say, okay, you're playing one-on-one, and I'm looking at Larry, and he's looking at me like, is this real? Are we playing? Because, this is Magic and Bird.
I could just hear Larry, starting in on, well, you bring it to the basket, and I'm going to send it 30 rows up.
So the guy was like, no, not like that. A fun game. We were both like, oh, okay. Like, like you can see this relief coming over both of our faces.
That brief détente led to the next stage, dialogue.
We sat down next to each other. How was your summer? Oh, it's going good. How was yours? It's going great. I said, man, it's a nice spread you got.
And he's asked me, is this where you play? I said, yeah, I play here if it's not windy. If it's raining or windy, I go to the gym. But this is where I do all my work.
I see that tractor. You work on the tractor? He said, man, I work on this tractor every day. Larry Bird work on a tractor? He said, yeah.
It's just them two walking and talking, and every once in a while they'd stop and one of them would say something, and then they'd start laughing.
Then they said, okay, break, it's lunch break time. I was going to my trailer. He said, no, my mother has prepared lunch for us up at the house.
We went up to the house and we sat down there and we talked, and my mom, my brothers thought the world of him.
His mother was so nice, making sure I had enough to eat. I just saw my mother. It was crazy.
He charmed her. You can see it. But that's Magic. He makes everybody feel welcome and warm, and he's a con man.
And while Magic charmed Georgia Bird, it was someone else who intrigued her son.
He met Irvin at lunch.
Irvin is a good dude. I like Irvin a lot better than Magic.
I was just so happy to finally be Irvin with him, because Magic was like, I don't know if I want to get to know this guy. But Irvin got a chance to talk about family, how he grew up. We just became two relaxed guys, just talking.
That day was great. It was a great day. Beautiful day.
Still, for Bird, ever the competitor, that's all it was. Just one day.
Magic thinks the next year, okay, well, now we're great friends, so, after the game, we're going to go out, we're going to have a beer, and Larry's like, no, you're right. I know you better. You're a good guy, but I still don't want anything to do with you.
He's a happy-go-lucky guy. If me and him got to be really good friends, go out on the court, he could still play the same game. I couldn't. I mean, that's just the way it is.
But when the ad hit the airwaves, for others, the perception changed.
I saw those limousines going through the cornfields, and I said, no, they didn't sell themselves out.
I heard Converse made a pair of Bird shoes for last year's MVP. Yep. But they made a pair of Magic shoes for this year's MVP. Okay, Magic, show me what you got.
Well, this is really a business thing.
The Bird shoe, the Magic shoe.
And maybe that's where the business thing started to get bigger and began to trump who they both really were.
It polarized the whole idea of lunch bucket versus Hollywood, white versus black. Just cemented all the differences between them.
Kids weren't wearing black gym shoes because they didn't want to be associated with the Larry Bird camp. You wore your white Converse.
The basketball rivals had morphed into cultural warriors, and race, more than ever, had become an unavoidable part of the conversation.
Like Lee.
But nothing about Bird and Magic had ever been as simple as black and white.
One of the big reasons this rivalry became so emblematic of so many things is because it was an easy dichotomy for people to understand. But it's crazy to simplify it as saying white people like Bird and black people like Magic because 13% of the country is black. But it wasn't like 87% of basketball fans preferred the Celtics.
Who's your favorite basketball player? Magic Johnson. Who's your favorite movie star? Eddie Murphy. Pino, all you ever talk about is nigga this and nigga that. And all your favorite people are so-called niggas. It's different. Magic, Eddie, Prince are not niggas. I mean, they're not black. I mean, let me explain myself.
Has the N-word ever been used by a white person to describe Irvin? I doubt it.
But as Magic enjoyed his image as a crossover star, it was Bird, the one-time great white hope, who had further emerged as the polarizing racial figure, due in part to that era's increasingly conservative political climate.
The rolling back institutionally of the achievements of the civil rights movement were going on apace from about 1975 on. But the triumph of the movement that rolled it back took place in the 1980s. And I think there was people who were very aware in the black community of what was going on. And I think there was a lot of sublimated frustration. And I think one of the ways it got sublimated was into basketball. And I think Larry, through no fault of his own, was the receptacle within which the lingering resentments somehow floated.
And after Bird led the Celtics to the championship in 1986, his third in the pros, winning his third straight MVP award in the process, the resentment grew.
I always felt that the press was biased in favor of Larry Bird. It always felt to me like they were gonna make Larry the hero. You know, you'd see somebody score and Larry would be in a cast in a suit on the bench and they'd say, Larry Bird made that possible a couple weeks ago when he told that guy he could do it and he just did it. They gonna get his motherfucker the assist and he not in the game?
Not to be racist, but we have a white guy who's the best in the world. It's predominantly a black sport now, and you got a guy like Larry Bird who can't run, who can't jump, but can do everything out there.
It don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean anything to me. It never has. I don't know why. I mean, am I doing something wrong here?
Bird may have sought to avoid the conversation entirely, But the more he won, the less he could escape it.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. What a play by Bird.
In 1987, after Boston beat the Detroit Pistons to advance to the finals for the 4th straight year, Pistons rookie Dennis Rodman called Bird overrated because he was white. His teammate Isaiah Thomas then chimed in with some thoughts of his own.
I think Larry is a very, very good basketball player. I think he's an exceptional talent. But I'd have to agree with Rodman. If he was black, he'd be just another good guy.
I can remember in the locker room, I think it was Jack McMullen came up to me and said, Isaiah just said, boom, 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 boom. And I go, so?
He didn't care. He didn't care. Everybody else around him cared very deeply in the days and weeks as it turned out ahead.
I mean, the media made it out like it was something, but it didn't matter to me what Isaiah or Dennis Rodman said, and it still don't. It has no bearing on what I do in my life.
He doesn't see race. He really doesn't.
Okay.
And he could have. This guy grew up poor, white, in southern Indiana. Southern Indiana, the home, by the way, of the modern Ku Klux Klan. How he managed not to be affected by the cultural milieu that he grew up in is, I think, a miracle. To me, it's inexplicable.
When I was in about 6th or 7th grade, I couldn't wait till school to be over because I knew over on the courts, the waiters from the hotel would be over there. They were black, older, and they let me play. You know, I always looked at that as I got an opportunity to play against a black man, and they treated me good. I couldn't wait to play against the best, and at that time, they were the best.
And in 1987, as Bird vied with Magic to be the best, the flap over Isaiah Thomas's racially fueled remarks forced Bird to address his least favorite topic at the worst possible time.
I had to go to a press conference when I was in LA trying to get ready to play the Lakers and tell people I didn't care, this don't bother me.
The main thing is if the statements or whatever was said doesn't bother me, I don't think it should bother any of us.
From playing all year trying to get back to the finals and play against Magic, this was a distraction.
Bird was facing off against Magic for the 3rd time in 4 years.
In chat? Okay, 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Chill on.
And if their relationship had softened, the determination to beat each other had not. As Game 4 proved, the level of competition between them.
All right, that's 30 minutes. Hey, don't get sad, don't get mad, man. Y'all get this video to 10 likes, bro. Just like I did for part 1. Y'all get part 2 to 10 likes. And yeah, I'm gonna drop part 3 for y'all, the finale, part 3. So it'll be 20-something minutes long. I got y'all. Just make sure I hit that like button on this video. Subscribe, man. Roll to 1.7K subs. Y'all see the sub counter right there. 1.7K subs. Turn on notifications so y'all know when I post this video and the next video and the next video. Follow me on Twitch. Link in the description down below. Love y'all boys. Appreciate y'all boys. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. I'm gone.